This is boiling water. Hot seat, if you might want to say, for a coach.
Yeah.
Possibly. Auburn, they're struggling.
Yeah, it's almost not much to say about this topic because we made a video on it last week. There's a video about the problem with Gus Malzahn and Edo, and don't even get me started on Edo. But Gus.
So so wait before you start.
Okay.
Obviously our topic is it Bo Nix? Is Bo Nix and the players the problem?
Yeah.
Or is it the coaching? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we've obviously made it clear that it is the coaching. Right. Or are you changing your argument?
Am I changing my? I mean, you are right
from last week,
but I don't.
You want me to give my?
At the end of the day, if your players aren't developing the way they need to be, obviously it's the coaches, and I don't think Bo Nix has really had the ability to develop. If you put Bo Nix on Bama, he's doing the same thing Mac Jones is doing, and you can't tell me he's not. And he's probably doing it better. Bo Nix on Bama would be Zach Wilson.
Look. Let here. Well, I'll talk first for this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with this Auburn team is the coaching staff. It has been like this for years, since 2013. It's been like this. They've been on a steady decline. They'll have some good years, of course, like every team. The seniors come out, play their heart out. Last season, they'll go all out. But at the end of the day, it's the coaching. Bo Nix, I've seen, he's like Sam Darnold on the Jets right now. Let's be honest here. Sam Darnold's an amazing player. Amazing. I've seen what he can do. Bo Nix, he showed it today. He had a quote-unquote Heisman moment, even though, man, with 1,800 yards, 10 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions isn't going to win the Heisman
moment, even though he's as far away from a Heisman trophy as you can get.
He evaded a sack, ran it in, trucked a dude, and scored a touchdown.
Yeah, I saw that.
He didn't really truck him, but he just hit him.
It was just like light work, and he did that against the number 5 team in the nation too. That's something to look at as well.
But I mean, this is Bo Nix. He's in a bad situation. He's Sam Darnold with the Jets.
Yeah,
I think obviously the problems. Gus Malzahn. What's the answer? Fire him, obviously. And I mean, coaches you could look at. I have no idea, honestly. I mean, you could look at that Coastal Carolina coach, honestly, BYU coach. I mean, Utah's coach.
The problem with it is the reason I think he hasn't been fired yet is because they gave him that contract the year after I think Georgia ended their season. They gave him that big contract. So
talking about 2017?
Yeah, I think they gave him, it was either then or 2018. I don't understand why they gave him one 2018 because remember they were trashed that year. But they gave him a contract, and I don't know what the buyout is. You can look it up, but I know it's pretty high because they gave him a fresh contract for some reason. He's like, hey, you beat Bama? It's like every time he beats Bama, the AD for Auburn just over exaggerates the win. Beating Bama is not winning the national championship. Oh yeah, it probably feels like it because they don't lose often. But every time they beat Bama every other year, and everybody just goes, "Oh my God, Gus Malzahn, this and that, Auburn's this," and then the next year they suck again. And
I have it pulled up.
What is it?
If he was fired at the conclusion of the 2020 season, Malzahn's current buyout of $27 million would actually require payments of more than $33 million.
Jesus Christ!
So they kind of screwed themselves.
He probably ain't even trying. Fire me.
Yeah, he's like, bro, fire me.
See what happens. You can fire me, but
I'll get paid.
But like I said, before you started going on, it's always gonna be, if your players aren't developing, it's always gonna be the coaches. Bo Nix was, I think, a decent quarterback last year, but he hasn't. And typically when you have a true freshman quarterback, stuff like that will happen. He'll play like a true freshman quarterback. Bo Nix played like a true freshman quarterback, but he's now a true sophomore, and his passing hasn't gotten better.
You know what we could say? Look, this is what we could say. Gus Malzahn for Auburn fans is like how Georgia has been with Mark Richt. Okay, Mark Richt, he brought in these good players. Mm-hmm. He brought in amazing players. He was a good recruiter. He didn't develop them as much as they could have been developed. But let's be honest here. Let's really be honest here. Keith Marshall and Todd Gurley should have been 10 times better in college.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Okay,
although Todd Gurley
if he developed them right,
I think he could have. Yeah, he could have been even better.
Don't get me wrong. He developed Alec Ogletree. He developed Leonard Floyd. He developed all those, right? But I mean, if you really want to get down to it, if we would have developed those players how they really should have been developed, and if they were under a guy like Saban, if they were under a guy like Jimbo Fisher probably at the time, if they're under a guy like Dabo Swinney, they're under one of those guys. You probably seen a national championship out of one of those Georgia teams, especially that 2012 team. You probably seen a national championship out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, the only difference between Gus Malzahn and Mark Richt is Mark Richt actually had 10-win seasons. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Gus Malzahn, he'll have a 10-win season, and then the next 2 seasons he'll have 6 or 8 wins.
Yep,
and
he'll
then
get another senior
the third
class,
season he'll
and
have a
they'll be
losing
decent
year.
Yep.
And then senior class comes in and plays their heart out like they're about to die, and 10-win season or possibly 11.
Are you seeing the trend? Like 2017, they were great. 2018, they sucked. 2019, they were decent.
Look. This is it right here. Look, 2013 seniors, national championship team, right?
Yep.
They didn't win it, but they're a national championship team.
Yep, but then they fell off.
2014, 2015, 2016 fell off.
Trash.
2017 they came back.
Seniors.
SEC championship against Georgia.
Yep.
Georgia.
Lost.
Trash. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's a trend, bro.
It's a trend. And I mean, they beat Bama. Are we actually considering that a trash season? They beat Bama. Didn't they lose their bowl game?
That's a UCF. Oh, let's wait. Auburn. Who they play in the bowl game? Didn't they play Minnesota? I think Minnesota beat them.
Was it Minnesota?
I think so.
I thought Bama played. No, Bama played Michigan. Oh God, Jesus.
Let's see. Auburn,
yeah. So Auburn played Minnesota because Bama played Michigan. Yeah, I'm 100% sure. You don't even got to look it up. I got.
It was like the Outback Bowl or something like that.
But I remember you were saying something about Bo Nix not having help. You ever seen that meme where it's like LeBron James and it's like it says no help on the screen? It's a Twitter meme that's going around right now. But I don't want to say Bo Nix doesn't have help because he does have help. I think Swartz, like Williams. I said,
you know, he
and it's another reason we got to look at the coaches. Swartz is one of the fastest players in the nation, if not the fastest. And Mr. like Jet you said, Sweep. Mr. Jet Sweep. Mr. Jet Sweep, Anthony Schwartz, man. And I just don't.
It's just. I feel like there's a lot of play calling in it too.
It's like Gus is supposed to be the offensive mind. He also didn't run that jet sweep this week. He had no rushes, but he did have 3 catches for 38 yards. But and someone that fast, he should be able to be used to be taken off the top of the defense. Remember after week 1 or 2, everybody was saying, well, Auburn has, or it was week 1 because I know for when they played Georgia, which was week 2, everybody was saying this team is Seth Williams is the best wide receiver in the nation because he had a good week 1 against Kentucky. And everybody said, well, Seth Williams is the best wide receiver in the SEC. Well, he's probably not even top 10 now. Let's be realistic. He's fallen pretty far.
I mean, he'd probably be top 10. He's probably not top 5 though.
Yeah, he's not top 5. I can name 5 guys better than him. But it's not the point. But Bo Nix does have help.
Yes, Bo Nix does have help. It's just
not as thick. You know what I'm saying? You know who they could use? Who they failed on? You know who they could use?
George Pickens.
Number 1.
You know, we dropped a bag. You know what I'm saying? George dropped the bag on him.
Yeah, we had to drop the bag for George Pickens. But, yeah, like I said, that's another thing. Gus can't recruit. He's not getting good recruits at all.
Like we've been saying, you 5-star kid. He walks in your house. He's your best friend. He's like, bro, I just committed to Auburn. You gonna look at him Auburn. Like, dog,
why?
What?
Like, in the BCS era, it wouldn't be so bad because in
2013, it wouldn't have been that bad.
In 2017, it wouldn't have been that bad because weren't they ranked? Were they ranked number 1 or 2? Yeah,
they were not ranked number 1 or 2. I think they were ranked 3.
They were ranked number 1 or 2 because they beat Bama. They were already ranked.
Yeah,
they were when we played them. They were already ranked
because Clemson was number 1. Remember, Clemson played number 4 Bama.
Yeah,
they were ranked 2 because Oklahoma moved up to 2. We moved into 3, and then Bama moved into 4. Yeah.
But
oh my goodness,
like Auburn. I said, but yeah, you'd have a shot. But with the playoff system now, you're not doing that. There's no reason to commit to Auburn. You have no shot, no chance, no help.
Yeah, 100%.
LeBron.
Nope.
But yeah, right now I'm blaming Gus Malzahn. Are you giving him? Are you giving him $30 million to get him up out of there? Or are you just waiting in the contract?
Let's see how long the contract is. Because I mean, I don't know if I have that much time.
It's new though. That's the thing. It's almost like a new contract. I know they just gave it to him.
Yeah, we about to see.
It's about to be like 4 or 5 years.
7 years.
Who?
7 at the end of 2017. 7 years. So what? 2024.
7.
I gotta wait 4 years.
So they got to deal with Gus for 4 years. He's gonna get bought out. Ain't no way they're just gonna keep him. Nope. He's got to get bought out. I think he gets bought out after this season. I don't know. I can't see him.
Bro, I might have to drop a bag on that one. I might have to drop the bag and get him up out of there.
I can't see him keeping
Gus.
I
don't know. It would really depend on the coaching market. Cause like listen here, hear me out. Right. You're not gonna go drop a bag, spend $30 million to get a dude up out of here if there's no coaches out there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it's got to be somebody good.